Hello everybody, Zachary Fruling, aka Cozy Azeroth here. I am working my way through a fairly large number of old type-in programs for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer from computer magazines, computer users group newsletters, and computer books from the late 1970s all the way through the 1980s and into the early 1990s. I stumbled on this program called Tinywave, a Tinygram. Tinygrams in TI land are programs 10 or fewer lines. This one is in TI Extended Basic. It's by John Witte. This apparently originally appeared in the Omaha TI Users Group newsletter, but it's been reprinted here in the Central Pennsylvania 99 4A Users Group newsletter. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, I will put a link to the program listing where I found this anyway. And if you're watching this live on Twitch, check out my YouTube channel for lots more TI 99 4A live streams. Recordings of live streams. Okay, Tinywave, a Tinygram. There's no program description here. To me, it just looks like a simple little graphics display program, like a graphics demo program. So let's get into TI Extended Basic. I'm going to be using the Classic 99 emulator, which emulates a TI 99 4A in a modern PC. This is the TI 99 4A start screen. Press any key to begin. I already have the Extended Basic cartridge loaded up here, so press 2 for Extended Basic. And let's just get typing. See what we get. Okay. 1. All right, we have a remark right off the bat. Okay, we're going to do this exactly as written, even if this is a little tedious here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 asterisks. Tinywave. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 asterisks. Okay, we're just going to come down here. Okay, a Tinygram. Okay, 4 asterisks, and then by John Witte. Oh, I see. By John Witte. What am I missing here? Oh, there's 5 asterisks there. That's what I'm missing. And 1 asterisk. I love this common use of asterisks in titles and old basic programs. Omaha TI User Group. Asterisk, asterisk. Okay, there is line 1. 2, call clear. I wonder why this was done. Maybe just to show that it's under 10 lines, or 10 lines or fewer. 2, call clear. Space, colon, colon, space. Call screen. 6. Colon, colon, space. Call color. 5, 1, 1. Okay. 3. A string of 1 equals quote. Okay. A, B, C, D. Oh, this is not okay. I can't tell if that's an F or an E right here. I think it's an F and that's an E. Unfortunately, the printing quality of some of these programs is terrible, so if it looks weird, we'll come back and try to mess with this. But okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Looks like F, E. D, C. D, C, B. Oh, are we going backwards? B, A, B. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait a minute, did I miss something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, that only has 14. Okay. Space, colon, colon, space. For I equals 1 to 7. Space, colon, colon, space. Call CHAR. 72 minus I. Comma. RPT string. Oops, accidentally hit the Discord button. Sorry about that. Let's close that back up. Sorry about that, everyone. Too many buttons. It's like an Amadeus. Too many notes. Okay. Where was I? RPT string. Quote, 0, quote, comma. 2 times I minus 2. 2 times I minus 2. No parens. And an n paren there. And ampersand. Quote FFFF. Comma. 47. Comma. Quote 3030 3EFF 7F3E 7F3E 1E04 and in quote in paren. Okay. For a string of I plus 1 equals string segment paren a string of I comma 2 comma 12 in paren and string segment oops, here I forgot something there. There we go. String segment a string of I comma 2 comma 2 colon colon space next I. Okay. 5. I keep saying this, I'm really not a fan of multiple statements per line. I know it's part of the fun, quote unquote, of extended basic, but it just makes it so tedious to type in and harder to read. Not a fan. Okay, we skip line 5. If you notice that, we go from 4 to 6. Let's just double check before we get too busy typing here. Oh yeah, we just have 7 statements here, so okay. So yeah, no line 5. 6. Weird. Hope that's not a typo, since this was a not the original program listing here. Worst case, we'll go hunting for the original program listing. For I equals 1 to 12. Space, colon, colon, space. T equals T plus 1. space, colon, colon, space, print a string of I plus, go carefully here, have some cleverness here, I plus paren I less than 7 in paren times 2 times, just looking at this slow and steady, I don't want to have to retype this, paren I minus 7 two end parens and a string okay, to me this looks like a 1 plus I plus, or do you think it's I plus I? Ooh, tricky, 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 because this one's I plus. To me it looks more like a 1, doesn't it? I'll try it with a 1, and if it doesn't look right, we'll go back and do it with an I. It's really hard to tell, and I don't know what this program's supposed to look like. So 1 plus I plus paren I less than 6 paren times 2 times I minus 6. Yeah, the printing quality in some of these newsletters and or the scanning quality of them, some of these scans are old. Okay, I minus 6, then 2 parens. Okay, then colon, colon, next I. That's all for line 6. Could be the scanning quality at the time these were scanned as well. Some of these scans were scanned, 20 years ago. And that's what we're working with now, because that's, who knows who has access to the originals anymore, if they even exist. 7, if t equals 24, then call color 5, 2, 1. Okay, 5, 2, 1. Colon, colon, space, t equals 0, colon, colon, space, go to 6L6. Okay, before we run it, let's clear the screen, list out the program, and if we get any weird behavior, we got a couple places we can look. We're missing a line 5, that concerns me, and we said right here the fact that this is a 1 when up here, where was it? Right here we have I. So let's run it and see what we get. All right, does it work as expected? Oh, bad subscript in 6. List 6. Okay. I was worried about this. So let's look at line 6. Okay, so I'm thinking ooh, thinking this is supposed to be I plus I. Let's try it. Let's see how we do. Nope. You know, worst case, we can't get it to run. I'm going to go hunting for the original program. So I think this is... Let's change this back to 1. Okay, let's look at the program, at the listing. For I equals 1 to 12. T equals T plus 1. Okay. Print a string I plus I less than 7 times 2 times I minus 7 and a string either 1 or I plus I is less than 6 times 2 times I minus 6 paren next I. Okay, so I think what we need to do, let's go up here and go to, I said it was the Omaha. I'm going to try to track this down a bit. Omaha. Do we have the Omaha? Are these Omaha? Nope, that's not Omaha. I'm not sure if we have access to the Omaha. I do not see any Omaha newsletters in the list of possible newsletters. Okay, so we got to figure this out. Let's see here. I'm going to try... Oh, there's no just way to delete that. Let's just rewrite line 6. So 6. I'm going to hypothesize that well, let's just try it. For I equals 1 to 12. Kind of at a loss on this one. If it's a wash, it's a wash. T equals T plus 1. Print a string I plus paren I less than 7. I'll tell you, these old type-in programs are full of errors. Times 2 times I minus 7. And a string of, so what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to leave out that 1. And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to add the 1 into both of these expressions for parallelism and see if that fixes the problem. I plus I less than 6 times 2 times I minus 6 and 2 in parens and colon space next I. Okay, let's run this, see if we get the same error. Okay, yep, so let's just retype 6 again. Okay, 6 for I equals 1 to 12. t equals t plus 1. I'm going to try a couple things, and worst case, we can't figure it out, right? Print a string. Okay, so here we're going to have 1 plus I plus I is less than 7. Two in parens. And a string wait a minute, print a string 1 plus I less than 7 times 2 times, oh, I see, forgot something here, times 2 times, that's what's going on. I is less than I minus 7. Okay, and a string okay, let's see if this works. Ah, nope. Alright, so hold on one sec. I'm going to hit the be right back button. I want to see if I can track down. This is from the Omaha TI user group. Let's see if I can track down the newsletter for it. It's not looking good. I don't see it on this FTP site. Omaha. Near Nebraska, maybe? Nope. Alright. Let's think. For I equals 1 to 12, t equals t plus 1. Print a string 1 plus I less than 7 times 2 times I minus 7, and a string 1 plus I. Bad subscript. I might be just outright stuck on this one. I'll still put this video on YouTube if I can't figure it out. Maybe some kind volunteer can help me fix this one. But I was worried about this. There's errors in all these type-in programs. It's clearly less than, minus, minus. I guess we could, run kind of mentally go through this for next loop. If I equals 1, then we have 1 plus I less than 7. That's true. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 4 times negative 6. Right, okay. Well, that's part of the problem right there, I think, right? Unless this is supposed to be equal 7, and this is supposed to be equal 6. More like a logical test. All the other equal signs printed out okay, though, if you look. Well, that looks more like a minus sign to me. If you look at the alignment, that's not an equal sign. So let's just run through this again. If I equals 1, if a string of 1 plus I less than 7, that would be 1. Oh, actually, I see. Okay, hold on. Got 1, so 1 times 2, that's 3 times negative 6. A string of negative 18? That cannot be right. There's definitely a problem here. I'm going to try to do one more Google here. I'll hit the be right back button. Tinywave, a Tinygram. See if anyone else has written this one up. Tinywave, Tinygram, John Witte. Okay, I might have found this one. Not the Omaha, but another reprinting of it. Tinywave, a Tinygram. Okay, so we have another version of it here. Let's see if we have made any mistakes. Okay, interesting. So this is a different version of it. Let's zoom in. Same author, same name, same program name. If you notice, though, we start on line 10. Oh, and we have sprites. Okay, well, here we go. This is a different version of it. That's okay. Let's do it. Let's, new. Maybe this is a later version of it. Who knows? Revised version, first attempt at it. But let's, a little hard to read, but maybe we'll do better this time around. Tinywave, a Tinygram. Starting with line 10 this time. Okay. 5 asterisks. Tinywave. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop. All of this is on line 10, so. Two, three, four, five. A Tinygram. It's interesting. This is so totally different than the other listing of the same program. So I'm curious which one came first, and I'm curious why I couldn't get the other one to work. But we'll find out. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By John Witte. Can't keep a good programmer down. We'll figure it out. So interesting. It was like it was an asterisk missing there. Well, let's put it in for completion's sake. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So weird that these don't line up. Omaha TIUG. TIUG. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're off to a good start here. That's line 10. 11. Call clear. Space, colon, colon, space. A string of 1. So it's similar. Equals. Starts out similar anyway. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay. F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay, this is already different than the hexadecimal that was in the other listing. I'm hoping that that one is just all screwed up and this one is is a working version of it. For I equals 1 to 7. Space, colon, colon, space. Call car, C-H-A-R. 72 minus I, comma, RPT string What's weird to me, why do we have a space there? I think that's probably a mistake as well. So we might have to retype line 11. That can't be right. There cannot be a space there. I think that's just a typo. Comma, 2 times I minus 2. And quote FFFF quote comma 47 comma quote 3030 3EFF 7F3E 1E04. So this is similar, but there are a couple of differences already. So maybe I hope this one works better. I hate for this time to have been down the drain. But them's the bricks, right? So, okay. Colon, space. A string of I plus 1 equals string segment a string of I comma 2 comma 12. Oops. I really don't like these long. Okay, comma 2 comma 12. And paren. And string segment. A string of I comma 2 comma 1. Okay, again, weird space there. Shouldn't be a space there, I'm sure of it. Next I. Okay. 12, call sprite. See, we didn't have a call sprite in the last version of the program, so and there was a missing line, if you recall. So this has obviously been consolidated a bit, so I think this program came later, maybe. Comma 47, but that's okay. Maybe it does the same thing. Same name, same author. Number 5, 47, 2, 180, 180. Negative 23. 0. Number 6, comma. 47, 2, comma. 80, 100, comma. Negative 23 and 0. Colon, space, call magnify, 2, colon, space, call screen 6. Okay, 13. For I equals 1 to 12. Space, colon, space, print a string paren I plus I greater than 7 times 2 times wait, I minus 7 I minus 7 paren and a string, well, it's definitely a 1 plus I, 1 plus I plus paren I is greater than 6 times 2 times I minus 6 and paren next I go to 13. Okay. I hope this does it. Let's see how we did. Is this a wave? Tiny wave? Hey, there we go. Tiny wave. Better. Got it working. The original version did not work, but that's okay. Something was way wrong with that other program listing of it. You know, this isn't perfect, but but it's awfully cute little, you know, Texas figures floating along a wave. Tiny Wave, there we go, by John Witte. We got it working. Too bad the first version didn't work, but we got this one working, so I hope people stuck it out this long. That's all this does. It's a Tinygram after all. I think, you know, the Texas figure looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I like it. I like the wave design. That's cool. That's clever. I was not at all confident I was typing this in correctly, but you know, it seems to look okay now that we've got it running. Get a couple of screenshots here. All right. There you go. Tinywave, a Tinygram by John Witte from the Omaha TI users group. The newsletter, which I have not been able to find, but we got this version of it working. So maybe we'll see if we can track down the original and see if we got this 100% correctly, but at least we got this version of it working. Hey there, my love.
Okay.
So yeah, got this tiny, you what?
We're done.
Oh, okay, I'll be done here in just a minute. So yeah, we got this Tinygram working. We did it. It took a little longer than we thought, but thank you for watching if you made it this long. If you are watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, be sure to check out the rest of my YouTube channel. You can find it under my real name, Zachary Fruling, or under my Twitch handle, Cozy Azeroth, for lots more TI-99 4A content, retro programming, retro gaming, some World of Warcraft live streaming, and miscellaneous educational videos on a wide variety of topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. If you're watching this live on Twitch, same thing. Check out my YouTube channel for all the above. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you check out my Twitch channel under Cozy Azeroth, which is a little nod and a tip of the hat to my favorite modern game, World of Warcraft. Again, for live streams and all the above. In any case, if you catch me streaming live, be sure to say hi in the chat and or participate in the chat as you see fit. But in any case, I appreciate likes and follows and especially subscriptions, all of which help me out greatly in these challenging and troubling financial times. Thank you very much for watching this Type-in Tinygram program. Again, this was Tinywave, a Tinygram by John Witte from the Omaha TI users group newsletter back in the day. I'll be back again soon with another TI basic or TI extended basic type-in program from a computer book, a computer newsletter, or a computer users group from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, my favorite time period in computer history. In any case, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.